Is the West Asia conflict expanding, and are the battle lines of the Russia-Ukraine war and the Iran-U.S. war merging? As of now, there seems to be a dangerous overlap taking place between the two conflicts in Europe and Asia. In fact, over the weekend, Iran issued a major warning threatening retaliation after what it claimed was a Ukrainian attack on an Iranian commercial vessel. This is what the statement from the Iranian foreign minister looked like. This was issued on Sunday, condemning the strike on an Iranian commercial vessel in the Caspian Sea. Zelensky has attacked an Iranian commercial vessel, killing a sailor, a blatant UN Charter violation done at Israel's behest to drag Europe into its war. That's the statement from the Iranian foreign minister. This was after Iran's foreign ministry also condemned the attack on the Iranian vessel in the Caspian Sea, saying it resulted in an explosion that killed one sailor and injured another. In fact, as you can see, the Iranian foreign minister has also talked about how the attack will not go unanswered. Now, these are explosive claims coming in from Iran at this point with far-reaching implications. Let's also lay out the context here for you. Geographically speaking, this is the area that we are talking about and why all of these developments carry a lot of significance and weight. Tehran, in fact, described the attack on its vessel as an act of aggression and said that it would defend its national interests and security while accusing Ukraine of seeking to expand the war in Ukraine. The Iranian foreign ministry, meanwhile, summoned Ukraine's chargé d'affaires in Tehran to convey its protest over what it described as a quote-unquote hostile and criminal attack, according to Iran's state news agency. And what has Ukraine said now? Ukraine's foreign minister dismissing Iran's accusations as unjustified and groundless following that attack in the Caspian Sea. Remember, throughout the war in Ukraine, Kiev has had to counter Iranian-designed drones deployed by Moscow. In fact, Kiev has also reportedly offered its drone interception expertise to countries in West Asia that have been suffering strikes from Iran. That's the background. And the Ukrainians have also acknowledged long-range strikes on Iranian ships in the Caspian Sea, saying that they were aimed at military cargo vessels heading for Russia. Zelensky has also earlier warned that North Korea is preparing to send another 30,000 troops to participate in Russia's war on Ukraine. So a lot has been happening on that front as well. But here's the thing, the details of the developments in the Caspian Sea are disputed, and there are bound to be claims and counterclaims. But what triggered these developments in the first place? What went on behind the scenes? Iran claims Ukraine carried out this attack on Israel's behest. Is that really what happened? Or was Ukraine, if at all, it carried out this attack, was it trying to send out a message to Donald Trump, perhaps hoping to put the spotlight on the alleged cooperation between Russia and Iran, with the aim of perhaps turning Trump against Putin at a very crucial time? Remember the background against which these significant developments come. Iran has allegedly long been supplying the Shahid drones to Russia for its war against Ukraine. Russia has long used the Shahid drones in the war, a weapon that analysts sometimes refer to as the poor man's cruise missile. So are the latest ominous developments a sign of things to come? Are seemingly overlapping conflicts now spanning the two continents of Europe and Europe and Asia? And what happens now from here onwards? What will the fallout look like? Iran has warned of unforeseen consequences, like we said, but what exactly will its retaliation be, if at all? In fact, as far as the epicenter of those tensions, the Strait of Hormuz, is concerned as well, Iran has been doubling down on Monday, saying it was still in control of the Strait of Hormuz and not seeking to resume peace talks with the United States after Trump halted the bombing campaign that has the top brass telling him reportedly that had run its course. This came after 13 consecutive nights of intensifying bombing. Trump halted the campaign over the weekend, reportedly, and Iran has now said it would suspend its own attacks for as long as America's pause endures. But then in signs on Monday that Tehran may already be testing the effective new ceasefire, Jordan reported shooting down 2 drones, and Iraqi security forces said drones had struck a base of the Iranian Kurdish opposition fighters in northern Iraq. What about the diplomatic efforts, though? The U.S. ambassador to the United Nations said on Sunday itself that Trump had paused the campaign to allow room for negotiations. In fact, Marco Rubio, other U.S. officials have been describing Iran as begging for a deal, quote unquote. But the spokesperson for Iran's foreign ministry has said in a televised press conference on Monday that Iran had not asked to resume peace talks with America, and messages reportedly were still being passed between the sides through mediators, and Iran had not forsaken diplomacy. But reports about Iran requesting negotiations with America are fabricated, is what the official had said. Also sending out a strong message. Iran says it will not allow America to dictate decisions on war and peace. The Iranian Foreign Ministry spokesman, in fact, also claiming the U.S. is stuck in a self-made quagmire after 5 months. What will Iran's next move be? What will this promised retaliation look like? Is Europe also getting dragged into this war? And will this expand into a wider conflict? To stay up to speed with the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.